Oh my goodness. It is episode 11. We have made it quite far. This is very nice. And what's even more nice is I know exactly what we are going to do in this one, which I've been getting better with here lately. You know, there for a while I was just kind of doing stuff, and then I didn't know what it was going to be about till the end, and then I made sure you did with the thumbnail and title. But this time we know what I'm going to be doing from the start together as a family, and we are going to be getting the jetpacks for your shoulder jetpack thingies, and also a hoverboard. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. And the reason I want to unlock the hoverboard and jetpacks is for a very specific reason. But I'm not going to tell you what that is because it has to do with next episode. I wouldn't want to spoil that for you. There is just one problem, though, with unlocking the hoverboard, and that's that it's a quest you have to do. And I don't remember actually what to do for that quest to unlock it. So, I'm going to watch my very own tutorial for it, and you may notice that I'm using my phone for this. That's because our Wi-Fi decided that it wasn't going to do that anymore, being Wi-Fi. And so, we got to go into the boons of the World Class Jerk channel, the cursed days, the 2022 days. Look at these thumbnails. Oh yeah, there it is. Right there. Whew, it's going to be rough, okay? I made a tutorial on this, then forgot to do it, so I just have to watch that back. That's just narcissism or something. My narcissism is so strong that it's amnesia. Wow, prepare yourself, because this is going to be a really bad video, probably. It's been a while since these days. What you see before you are two articles of transportation, the means of which are regarded with the utmost respect in the Astroneer community. Okay, never mind. I think that was actually quite beautiful. I just realized this actually wasn't the hoverboard tutorial. It was just the hoverboard versus the VTOL. I just clickbaited myself. Okay. Time to fill you in on what you already know. We are not getting the hoverboard in this video, but I have a really good explanation for this. Oh, shame. Here I am thinking it's going to be a simple video. I finally got a simple video that I know what I'm going to be doing the whole time. But it didn't work out that way because things got complicated on their own. Anyways, so what I did was I duplicated this save, right, to go test out getting the hoverboard with off camera, to see if I could do it smoothly so that you didn't have to watch the struggle. And what I discovered was I couldn't figure it out, even though I watched my own tutorials and stuff on it. So I was like, hey, what's going on here? Maybe I screwed it up, but I didn't screw it up. It's just glitched because, actually, I'll explain that a little bit more here in just a second. But yeah, we're getting the VTOL instead. And my gosh, it took me a long time to figure out that I wasn't stupid, but rather that my quest was bugged. That's really unfortunate. So I guess I just can't get the hoverboard on this save. We're getting the VTOL. You knew that from the start. Unfortunate, wasted time, and my feelings are hurt. I'm gonna go, my feelings are hurt. Anyways, if you want to get a VTOL and Astroneer, there are going to be a bunch of quests you have to do that basically involve you going back and forth between Visania and bringing items there and then coming back to your home base when the next quest is ready to get more items and take them back. But actually, if you know what each quest asks you to get in advance, which we do, we can take all of those items in one trip and not have to go back and forth a bunch. So basically, just keep in mind, and I'm going to put this on screen as well, and hopefully I can remember, but if I don't remember correctly, it's also on screen. You need 2 graphite, 2 tungsten, 2 titanium, 2 silicone, 2 tungsten carbide, 3 exochips, 2 hydrogen, and 2 nitrogen. Now, yes, it's on screen if I didn't remember correctly, but if I remembered it incorrectly also, I'm not going to be doing this in one trip after all, but hey, if you take what's on screen, you'll be fine. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gather and, yeah, so you probably noticed this video is uploaded a day late. That's not because I had to spend 6 years realizing that my quest was bugged. That's actually got nothing to do with it. It's because the Wi-Fi problem I mentioned earlier, my Wi-Fi not being Wi-Fi, starting to realize that's not going to go away tonight, so I can't upload because you need Wi-Fi to upload YouTube videos to YouTube. Anyways, yeah, I might upload Saturday, I've been only uploading weekdays, but I might also upload Saturday to try to make up for the fact that I couldn't get this upload out on, Tuesday night or morning. That would be better. I don't even care about life anymore is what's going on. Anyways, the reason I said I would explain later why the quest was screwed up, is because you actually end up getting the VTOL the same way you get the hoverboard. It's like the same type of quest line, except the VTOL uses different resources, like the resources I listed. We just need different stuff for the VTOL, and we do all the stuff on Visania. So I'm just going to explain the part that didn't work by showing you the part working for the VTOL edition of the quest line. Very unfortunate. I mean, I'm just sad. I wanted a hoverboard. But the reason I needed the hoverboard and jetpack was because I needed to be able to fly and stuff, so the VTOL is a fine replacement for what I wanted to do in the next episode. It's just unfortunate. Alrighty, everybody. I have everything we need set out here on the shuttle. Well, not set out on the shuttle fully yet, just mostly. Oh, just thought I'd stop you, you know, before I left the planet to tell you that I'm in a stinky little mood. You already know that, but I just wanted to complain a little bit more. But yeah, this is everything you need. And so the first part of the quest basically consists of, like, there's 2 different quests. One where you have to put these 2 in something, and then one where you have to put these in it. And then, like, the final part is these over here, right? So, but that's not the entirety of it. So I'm just going to demonstrate by doing real quick, I guess. So we're going to go to Visania right now. And I'm in a bad mood. I'm sad. I'm really sad. This video is probably going to be short because I'm not happy. That's what it means to be sad. And for those of you who think I screwed something up, fair enough. That is my trademark move. But I confirmed that I did not screw up the hoverboard stuff because I went on another save where I had not yet unlocked the hoverboard and then tried to unlock it. And I proved that I can because it worked. So this save is just actually screwed up and won't let me get the hoverboard. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, here's the first step, right? We are at Visania and the quest is being tracked, I think. So, I think it's being tracked. If it's being tracked, we'll see an icon, and we're going to be basically trying to land as close to that icon as possible, but I probably forgot to track the quest, so I'll have to land and then track the quest. Oh, I thought I didn't track it, but it's like just barely visible way over there. So I did track the quest, but it was nearly invisible because it was in just the wrong spot to be able to see it. You can see it over there, and this is the part that screwed up for me. That's just like the Desolo quest also has that. But mine doesn't, right? Mine doesn't. So when we land on Desolo, this part's the same. We have to go to that thing and do the same thing. But on Desolo, I don't have it. It's not there. So what we're going to do is the good old-fashioned juggling technique, right? Didn't bring a portable oxygenator or tethers or any of that fancy stuff. I'm just going to carry my shuttle by doing the hop and skip. So, not very enjoyable for you. We're just going to cut to where I'm there. You know how to get there. And if you, like, for some reason it's like, you know, you can't really see it over the horizon or whatever, just get your compass out. It's on that as well. So hold R, compass, and then after you turn your compass on the first time, you can just press R to toggle it instead of having to hold it and go all the way there. So yeah. Also, this is how you track a quest without having a landing pad or anything nearby. With that. And same thing. Once you select it, press R instead of holding it from then on out. Just whatever you most recently used, basically, is what pops up when you press R. Handy! These trees are sexier than the ones back home, and they're probably better as well for the tappers, so I'm theft. I'm just gonna take those, yeah. I mean, why not? Oh, look, there's a few more over here. I mean, I could have got honeypots from Aatrox, would have been easier and everything, but I like the way trees look in life. Okay. Here it is. It looks just like an exocache. Oh, goodness, it's just an exocache. Why are we being sent here? Oh! Plot twist. It's not an exocache. It just looks like one. So that's just what the quest does. It sends you to this, and it comes with a dynamite, so you don't have to bring your own. It always comes with a dynamite, to my knowledge, from my experience. I've done this a few times. Always comes with a dynamite. So blow this thing up, and it's guaranteed to give you, you know, just like an exocache, you're going to get 1 to 3 exochips, right? 1, 2, or 3 exochips. So technically, you need 4 exochips to do all this, but you only have to bring 3 because you're guaranteed to get at least 1 from this. But if you're feeling like a gambler, you could just bring 2 because you know, you might get 2 or 3 instead. But I wouldn't recommend gambling your rocket fuel on something so stupid when you could just bring 3 exochips. And now that that's the case, we got to go to this one right here, right? That's the next place we got to go. And the problem with that is it could be anywhere at all, right? On the entire planet, it could be anywhere. So I'm not going to risk having to walk 6 billion miles. What I'm going to do is just blast off again and see like where it might be at, right? So that I can maybe land closer instead of having to walk forever. Because rocket fuel, the thing about rocket fuel is that it's not so expensive that I'm willing to waste 4 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? Time is the most valuable resource after all. I'd rather not have gray hairs by the time we're done with this video. Though I already will because of the stress. And as you can see, I got super lucky with mine being out in the middle of literally nowhere at all, actually. See how there's no landing spots anywhere nearby? That's what they call my day just got worse somehow. Anyways, what you get led to next when you follow the quest line is this thing right here called the Mat, which if you did not know is short for Matthew. And as I said before, there's basically just like 3 separate parts of this quest technically, but the first 2 parts, yeah, if we could just keep this close by. Anyways, the first 2 parts are like, it doesn't really matter what you do, right? So these 2 hydrogen and these 2 nitrogen are like buddies, right? That's one quest. Then these up here are a separate quest, but you can do either one first, I'm pretty sure. No, I was wrong. I lie to you every single day of my life. Okay, start with these right here. There's 3 different parts. So, hydrogen, you know, I missed. Am I just doing something wrong? Why is life so difficult? Okay. I just had to reboot my brain. Anyways, yes. What you do first, the exo chip you got from the vehicle thing. Then, alright, that's what you do first. I did forget about that part, because I always forget something. It's just what, it's guaranteed. It's built, it's baked into the pie if I make a video. Just never forget that. Anyways, now I think you can do either one first, right? I think you can do this. Yes, you can do either these or the gases first, but, you know, like I said, it doesn't really matter. You just kind of do whatever here. Put them all in whatever order you think is nice and enjoyable. But, just keep in mind, that's really loud for me. I'm going to turn the game volume down for you, but I can't even hear myself right now. Keep in mind, you don't want to do these first, because you just can't. You have to do the ones over here on the left first. So, yeah, if I'm wording things weird, it's because it's hard to think while it's so loud for me. Okay, so that was 2 different quests right there. Technically 3, because we did the exo chip thing first. But then we can do these, right? Then we can do these over here. Right there. And now for the final part. Let's rotate this some. We do the exo chips. And then it's going to like blow up or something, I think. So you might want to get out of the way. I don't know if that can destroy your rocket. And if it can, that's unfortunate. Wait, no. It doesn't. It does blow up? No, yeah, you have to hold F. Then it blows up. Get away from that sucker. Because risk taking is kind of unfortunate. Uncalled for, really. Don't need to be doing all that. This is really loud for me. I don't know why my game volume's so loud all of a sudden. Like, this has never been a problem for me before. But I just need to turn that down is what I need to do. That's so loud. Anyways, nothing particularly interesting here in the crater. There's just some scrap stuff. So if you're one of those people who likes to scrap stuff, well, then you can scrap this stuff because it's scrap stuff. But probably, why would you do that? Because it's, why would you do that? And by my reckoning, we could just go home and have a VTOL. VTOL? I don't know which one. I'm going to say VTOL because I don't want to say VTOL every time. Because, it's just a lot of work, elbow grease, and I'm not down for that right now. I'm in a bad mood. I don't know if I said that. So you saw how easy that was. You did. You saw how really easy that was, so long as you bring the right materials. I mean, if you're in like the mid game, that's basically effortless. But no, this video instead took so long for me because I spent forever trying to figure out how to do the hoverboard quest, thinking that I screwed it up. And then after I figured out that it was just bugged and it wasn't even my fault, what I wound up doing was, I wound up going to Decilo and seeing if I could find the vehicle cache thing without it being tracked. So, you know, like I said, I made a duplicate save. So I went into creative on that duplicate save and searched the entire surface of Decilo like 3 times. I didn't see it. So I've spent a really long time on this upload already, though it may not seem that way. I've spent quite a long time on this upload, and that's why I've never been less happy in my whole life. But look at this thing, you know? It flies because that's what VTOLs do. And so, yeah, like I said, we did not need the hoverboard and the jetpacks because we needed the hoverboard and the jetpacks. We needed the hoverboard and jetpacks because we needed a nice way to be able to fly, right? A reliable way to be able to fly over and over again. And so the VTOL also works for that, though the jetpack and hoverboard are personally my cup of tea. This thing is still very, very interesting and very, very acceptable, if you ask me. Not disappointed at all. This is fine. I will take this any day of the week. And so, get off my video because I'm in a bad mood. But also, actually, I'm going to plant these trees really quick in case anyone gives a dang. You probably don't give a dang. If you made it this far in the video, why don't you just drop a comment down below saying, "Oh my goodness, mommy." Yeah, I think that's good enough, actually. I was going to say more than that. That's kind of creepy, so I'd understand if you don't want to drop that comment just because you don't want to be seen typing out, "Oh my goodness, mommy," on a YouTube video. It's just like, why would you do that, you know? I understand. Time for some rare elements. Now, I probably don't need all 3 of these, so I'm not going to plant all 3 of these. And if I do need all 3 of these, that's probably the biggest scam since the dawn of the human race because, you know, I mean, I had to go, like, like across the solar system to get these trees, so hopefully that they, you know, they would be good is what you would hope. For the moment of truth, I want to know how much slower this is than, like, I don't know, the honeypot, because interestingly enough, I've never actually done anything except for, like, the home planet plant and the honeypot. As far as the harmless plants go, those are the only ones I've ever done. Never really seen anything in between, because, like, why test the in-between when you could just, like, rush the honeypot early game? You don't really have to deal with the mid-game plants. It looks like it's, like, halfway between, really. It kind of looks like it's halfway between the home planet trees and the honeypot, so, I mean, that's like, hey, man, you know, that's fine. You know? I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep.